Hey guys, and welcome back to the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. We are back right now with Renovatio just beating out Resurgence 2-1, coming from behind after dropping the first game. They will be taking on Sabun Gaming this time around, the Malaysian representatives. Right now, we have 4 teams left in the competition. We have Relics in the upper bracket, along with GDG9, Singapore and Thailand. And then down in the lower bracket, we have Renovatio from the Philippines against Sabun Gaming from Malaysia. So all 4 countries are represented right now as we move along. Renovatio just beat out Resurgence. The draft has been ready. Let's take a look and see what is going on there. The map is in fact going to be... Drum roll, please. I don't see anything, Mr. Admin. So I think we're having a little bit of problem with the overlays, but I'm getting word that it is Towers of Doom here for Renovatio and Sabun. Hopefully we will be able to get it up. There we go. Towers of Doom is the map, guys. Renovatio from Philippines going up against Sabun Gaming from Malaysia. I myself being from Malaysia, I think Renovatio are definitely the favorites to win in this one because I think they're just on a different level. We saw in the previous game as well the way they just took out Resurgence. I think they just have been practicing a lot. I've heard they've been practicing close to 10, 20, 12 hours a day just to try and get this. They were able to get to the C Regionals last circuit. They actually got to the Globals. Unfortunately, they didn't really perform there when they were there. This time around, they have come back stronger and they've wanted it more. They did lose out 2-0 to Relics during the group stage, but I think that should be okay. As long as they are still in the competition, of course. Maybe it was just an off game. But this time around, we will have Renovatio going up against Sabun Gaming, guys. For those of you wondering, Sabun means soap. Hence why when you saw their logo earlier on, it had a little warrior with a word soap there. The reason is because their team is actually called Sabun Warriors Gaming. But just for the sake of shortening it for ourselves to talk it, we just name it Sabun Gaming. So they are basically essentially soap warriors, guys. So they're going to come at you with soap. That's all I can say. But yep, getting into the draft here, we do see Lost Vikings being banned out by Renovatio, which is interesting. Not too sure why the Lost Vikings was banned out. I think it is a strat that Sabun has been practicing with. I have actually seen them done it in a couple of scrims that I've watched. They have picked up the Lost Vikings, so probably they know something that we don't know here. Illidan going to be the second ban by Renovatio, and Sabun going to ban out the Tasada and the Tychus. So we've seen Renovatio have success with the Tychus, especially in the previous game too. So we can understand why they decide to go with the Tychus ban. Sabun themselves are going to be able to pick up the Keltas. They do have the Sylvanas along with ETC and Uther right now. So I think they're going to finish off strong with probably another front line in the form of maybe a Johanna or Tyrael. Maybe even a Sonya, actually. Sonya would be quite good for this lineup too. As it does look like Renovatio is going to shadow pick the Li Ming and finally pick it up as well. Murad in the front line along with Troll. They have a solo support Tyrande again. We saw it not working earlier on in the second game where they, in the second game they won. So they actually did win with the solo Tyrande. Sorry, my apologies there. But I think it was more of a mistake on Resurgence's part. That is the reason that led to them actually winning. So this time around, we're going to see them pick a solo support Tyrande yet again. I again disagree with that. I don't think Tyrande should ever be played as a solo support. Only in certain scenarios, I guess. But this is definitely not one of them. And going into maps like Towers of Doom as well, when there are long drawn-out fights, when there are a lot of fights actually and clashes that happen all around, you definitely don't want to go with a solo support Tyrande. But they do in fact finish it off with that Li Ming. So they do have a crazy amount of DPS. They have the Greymane and the Li Ming for the backlines. Troll going in the front along with that Muradin. He is going to be able to take out the front line. Tyrande as well, providing the support that is needed. With the Hunter's Mark, he should be able to burst down that damage pretty easily too. Sabun Gaming, I do expect them to finish off here with another Bruiser, or maybe even going with a dual support, or maybe even one more DPS. It all depends on how they want to play this. Well, we'll just have to wait and see how they decide to go about it. I think Tyrael would be pretty good here. But it does look like they want to go with a Nubarak, which has seen recent changes to him, buffed the hero. So I think Anubarak is actually viable as well, and they will actually finish it off with Anubarak. So Sabun Gaming doing a really good job here. Finishing off their draft, they do have the Anubarak, ETC frontline, Kiltas and Sylvanas to do the damage in the back, and Uther as well to give the support that's needed. So will Renovatio be able to beat out Sabun Gaming, or will Sabun Gaming be able to cause an upset over one of the favorites in this competition, which is Renovatio? But I think going into this right now, the favorites looking, what I've seen that is looking really strong, I think are Relics. Relics have been looking really, really good. It looks like they've been training quite well. And with Bun Bun here in Malaysia, mind you, they've been playing the entire series of the Singapore qualifiers along with the finals, with Bun Bun being in Malaysia. So it was entirely online. They have not had him at the local scene to, you know, be able to communicate with him as well. But this time, considering Bun Bun is from Malaysia, by the way, guys, so he did come down here for the event. And this time around, we're seeing much better communication coming up from the team, and they're able to perform a little bit better. So Relic's looking really, really strong as well, but GDG9 has been really, really interesting to watch too. We have seen them climb in their group, beating out teams like Resurgence as well as Sabun Gaming in their respective groups, making their way to the top seed. They went unbeaten as well. They only dropped one game against Resurgence, and they just played really, really well throughout the entire tournament so far. So again, really well played by GDG92, one of the shock performers so far of this tournament. But right now, we're still waiting for the game to load, for the players to join in. Overall draft, I think both sides has a pretty good draft. I'm liking Sabun Gaming's draft a little bit better just because they seem a little bit more tanky. They have the DPS for it as well, and they have a strong support in Uther. However, Renovatio running the solo Tyrande support, we've had low success on it, not zero success, but very low success rate on the solo Tyrande, which could cause a problem for Renovatio, especially on a map like Towers and Doom, when you want to draw out those fights as long as you can to try and take control of those altars. So yeah, right now still waiting for the players to join up. I believe all of them are in fact joining up right now in the game. So yeah, we're going into the game soon, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. I'm actually looking at Babel right now, but he's off to the side. For those of you who didn't know, he's actually been managing Resurgence lately. He decided to take a step back, and he's actually sponsoring them and managing Resurgence. After taking a break from casting, he still has a passion for esports, of course, so that's one of the reasons why he's actually still here. Unfortunately for him, Resurgence just got knocked out, so he's just chilling around right now. I think he will be joining us for the winners bracket finals later, between Relics and GDG9, so do stay tuned for that. But this is going to be the second matchup of the day. Renovatio going up against Sabun Gaming, Philippines versus Malaysia. A long-time rivalry between these two countries. There's a lot of hate going on between these two countries, in fact, that goes way back when. So Malaysia going up against Philippines. It's going to be an interesting game. Towers of Doom is going to be the first match. Will Sabun Gaming be able to provide a shock result against Renovatio? Or will Renovatio be able to get the convincing victories that they need to move on to the lowest bracket final as they await for the winner bracket loser to drop down? We are going into the loading screen right now, so we can swap over and show the viewers what's going on. It is again going to be Towers of Doom. If you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in and supporting the stream so far. We've had a long 2 days, actually a long series entirely. It's been about 4 weeks of gaming, of HOTS, you know, from all the different countries, all the different regions. And it's come down to this, to one team to represent Southeast Asia in the regional. So let's get to it, guys. We're almost there. We're at the finish line. We're reading to the finish line. So the map is going to start right now. As we jump into it, we are going to have Renovatio on the blue side. Har is going to be playing on his Muradin, his staple tank role. His Goa going to be on the grey main. Stronger is going to be on his support Tyrande. Jumpy Lion is going to be on the Thrall, and VYY is going to be on the Li Ming. Over on the red side, though, we do have Team Sabun Gaming. FZFZ is going to be playing on the Kiltas. And mind you, this is a very experienced mobile player. He actually represented, I think, one of the Malaysian teams in TI2 for Dota way back when. So he is a really experienced player. Deadly Fatman as well going to be playing the ETC Exist, going to be on Uther. MNGPK is going to be playing the Sylvanas top lane. We're going to see Anubarak. Stearns 84 is going to be there as well. As now the teams are gonna roll out here. Power slide in onto that Li Ming. Deadly Fat Man has to be careful though. A bit of a preemptive one. Hunter's Mark gonna be used up as well. Uther gonna try and keep him healed up, and he will be able to get away with his life. Really ballsy play there by Deadly Fat Man. Not too sure if there was just miscommunication or just a little bit preemptive. Going in too fast. FZ now coming into the lane. Kilta is going to use the Flame Strike to try and clear out the creep wave as much as he can to push the lanes out. Top lane, we're going to see Thrall going up against Stearns 84 playing the Anubarak. I think Anubarak is going to have a pretty hard time at the top lane too. Back to the middle lane though. Deadly Fat Man could be in some trouble here. He's going to get Stormbolt and he's going to get the stun from these Tyrande along with the Hunter's Mark, and down he goes for the first blood kill on Renovatio. And SG, they are now trailing behind by that one kill. And it just looks so solid right now, Renovatio. They're playing really well early on in this competition. They're looking really solid. They're looking really strong. Everything about their plays, about their their movement, as you can see here, has just been on point so far. So Renovatio again doing a really good job. Top lane Jumpy Lion gonna miss out his route onto Stearns. Stearns in fact will turn around and get a stun off too. Exist now trying to deal with the push of the middle. We haven't seen the Altis spawn just yet. They will be spawning soon though. We do see a stun coming out onto Stearns at the top lane. And again with the Hunter's Mark along with the combination of Muradin. Down goes Anubarak. Deadly Fat Man though now going to find Harhar. Power slide not going to connect there. Tornado neither. As now Sabun Gaming are a little bit in disarray. Stun going to connect yet again by Tyrande. Deadly Fat Man could be in some trouble. Run, Deadly Fat Man. You're deadly and you're fat. You need to run. He gets away. The first 3 altar spawn is going to head up. As ETC will be able to back away and herf to safety. But this is going to set the tone for the rest of the game in a sense. VYY is channeling down the bottom altar. It does look like Exist will be there to stop him out. Kiltas is at the bottom lane trying to kill out his Goa. But FZ will not be able to do so. Exist still trying to channel it out. The blue side doing a good job stopping Stearns from actually getting the channel off here. So it does look like the red team will lose this altar, and Li Ming is still delaying their time at this bottom as well. So right now Sabun Gaming are trailing very far behind. We do see a power slide in onto his Goa now as he gets stuns out. He's not going to survive this. The burst coming out and down he goes. VYY with the magic missile is going to be used here. Now again, if you're under stun coming in, Exist going to get Hunter's Mark and he gets taken down. Now we see the power slide coming, connecting on 2. Jumpy Lion going to drop that as well. A nice 2-for-2 trade between these two teams at this bottom. Actually 2-for-1 with now the blue side having to fall back. Looks like Deadly Fat Man will be able to channel this out, not before the Sentinel cancels it. Magic Missile is going to be used by VYY as well to try to stop this. Ooh, Arcane Orb is going to do quite a bit of damage onto FZ. They do finally get the altar channel off though. And now they will have to back off. The blue side, they're going to be content with those 2 altars as well as these siege camp minions. Red team, they are going to rotate back. It is still pretty neck and neck in terms of EXP though. The blue side does have a 2-kill advantage actually. But I think it's still pretty much neck and neck here. Blue side are slightly ahead in terms of that EXP because of some soak. And of course because of that 2 kills advantage that they have. Now Exist going to get stunned out here. Has to be careful. Dodges the stun. Tyrande not going to be able to follow through with the Hunter's Mark and the stun herself. And that Exist is going to be just fine. Now ETC rotating around again. They were able to beat out Black Sheep 5 earlier on. The team they lost to in the qualifiers and the finals. This time around, they will be able to beat them out and get their revenge here at Regionals. Harhar though, going to spot the fact that they're going for this camp here. They have to be careful. Hunter's Mark going to be used yet again, and no support there. And down goes the ETC in a quick succession of bursts. VYY trying to finish off FZ. Ooh, that Arcane Orb coming in a really awkward position. Thankfully for FZ, he will be able to dodge it out. Top lane, Anubarak going up against Jumpy Lion. Has to be careful here. He is dropping pretty low. Bottom lane, Sylvanas is trying to defend against this push. Does look like the blue side wants to get this fort. Those siege minions, however, will be taken down. Anubarak at the top lane taking a lot of harass from this chain lightning of this Thrall. The next altar will be a single altar spawn. Stormbolt again not going to connect. Deadly Fat Man doing a really good job juking. Power slide not going to connect to anyone. All these stuns missing out. Here comes Exist from the side with the stun onto Stronger, but they set their sights instead on Kiltas, and down he goes. Living Bomb going to be thrown out though. Down goes Exist, down goes Deadly Fat Man. And the blue side, they will get a 4-man team wipe. And just like that, Sabun are trailing so far behind now. 1 level behind, and again, Renovatio is looking so strong. Stearns, not too sure what he's doing so far in front. Root isn't going to connect as he is able to burrow back to safety. He's going to be able to herf out as well. We do have a replay available, so let's check out what happened there in that last clash. And as you can see here, they just go in a bit too deep. FZ in the backlines, getting hit by Harhar. Harhar going in for the stun, and then down he went. And then they just turned around his Goa, getting so many of those kills as the red side was just in full retreat mode. They got taken down one by one, and a nice 4-man team wipe to finish it off. And they do get the altar as well. So right now, Sabun Gaming, it looks like they are a step behind. They did bid out Resurgence yesterday though, but so did Renovatio today. So you're gonna have to see if Renovatio will be able to hold on to this lead, or will Sabun Gaming make a comeback. Level 10 now picked up by Renovatio. We do have the Go for the Throat picked up by Greymane. Avatar going to be used by Muradin. Wave of Force, understandable, being picked up by Limane because of the ETC. Sundering going to be picked up by Troll, and the Shadow Stalk going to be picked up by Tiranda as well. Stearns again having a hard time at the top lane against this Thrall. As expected, they are going to get the level 9 pretty soon, but they need that level 10. They can't really fight this out here. They are going to lose that bottom fort, and that's going to, you know, make things worse for them. They are trying to escort these pumpkin heads over to this area. But the red side, they are going to try and defend this as much as they can. Stunned by Tiranda, not going to connect there. As here comes the pumpkin heads. Will they be able to stop them out? They try to go up front to try and stop them. Flame Shot going to be used. They in fact will be able to get one off. Nope, they will be able to defend against all of them. And now the blue team will have to back off here. The red team going in, they have to take down this fort and get control of it before the next altar spawns. There you go, it is going to spawn up in 30 seconds, so they have a little bit of time. Iskoa is there trying to stop the push, however, I don't think they're going to be able to do so. Here comes Harhar though from the flank. He comes in with the Dwarf Toss, stumbled into Sylvanas. No wave just yet. Power Slide going to help save him. Arcane Op going to connect as well. Deadly Fatman going to get hit by the Tiranda stun, but the fort is in fact still dropping really low. And the red team should be able to get it. Anubarak still at the top lane. They are going to get the level 10. What are they going to pick up here? We're going to see the Mosh Pit being picked up by ETC. Divine Shield on the Uther. Anubarak going to pick up Cocoon. We see it, and then now Power Slide connecting onto Jumpy Lion, who does use the Wind Fury to try and boost his move speed to get away. Here comes the stun from Anubarak. Avatar going to be used by Harhar as he goes in. There could be some trouble for MNG PK. He's going to be able to wave away though. So gets Stormbolt and gets hit in the face by a giant hammer. Cocoon is going to be used up here. Not too sure on the on his Goa in fact. And now here comes the Tornado. FZ dropping really low. Gets healed up by Uta. Nice Mosh Pit connecting on tree, but no follow up here. As Anubarak is already dead. Down goes the Kael'thas as well. MNG PK not going to be able to get away with his life there as exists. That was a really nice Mosh Pit connecting on 3. Unfortunate for him. Will not be able to actually have the follow-up from the rest of his team. And he gets taken down. Exists and Deadly Fatman, the sole survivors of their team right now. Kael'thas picking up the Phoenix, and you know, Arrow being picked up by Sylvanas as well. We do have a replay available, so let's check out what happened there in the clash. And it did seem to go so well for the red team at the beginning. We do see Deadly Fatman going in, but Stearns in the background just gets taken down. We do see the Mosh Pit being used and 2 heroes actually walking into it, but there was just no follow-up as FZ and MNGPK was getting chased down by VYY. The resets were real, and then they just came in one by one. Li Ming got those kills, and down 3 heroes went. So really well played by Renovatio as we do see a 2-level advantage again bottom lane. We do see MNGPK in some trouble yet again. His Goa going to be able to finish him off here. Shadow Stalk going to be used by Tiranda to heal everyone up. FZ going to get hit by the Arcane Op, and this is looking like a hugely one-sided match. Exist going to get taken down yet again. ETC going to fall too, and he's going to be a full 5-man team clear. Renovatio proving their dominance and asserting their dominance in fact in this game, and this is just again looking like a really one-sided game. They are going to be able to take down this bottom fort, and the the snowball is just real right now for the blue side. They will be able to push out this pumpkin hits as well. We do have a replay available. Let's take a look at what happened quickly in that area. As you can see here, MGPK was in some trouble. He got taken down really quickly. Deadly Fatman as well. He just wasn't going to survive that. He gets taken down. FZ gets hit by the Arcane Op. Exists there all by his lonesome. Stuns coming in from the side. Not too sure what he was trying to do there. Seems like a throw a bit as he gets taken down too, and he goes down in fact. And now they are just trading off on forts at this bottom. Red team will be looking to get it. Altars are going to be spawning in 17 seconds. Not too sure if Sabun Gaming can actually do anything about it though. They are just 18 damage away from losing this game, so it's looking really bad for them right now. Again, Renovatio asserting their dominance. They are a talent tier ahead right now, but they want to come in and push this. Deadly Fat Man gonna get a Chain Lightning to the face. MNGPK gonna be channeling this up, but he gets an Arcane off to his face instead. Now Stearns going up against Har. Anubara going up against this Muradin. Down he goes though, look at that stun. Troll will be able to suffer the same fate though as the Phoenix is placed out. Will they have a chance here? Divine Shield going to be thrown down onto the Sylvanas as they make a break for this. Har going in with the Avatar, but down goes the ETC nonetheless. Hunter's Mark is going to do its work. FZ could be in some trouble himself, but Uther goes down first. Sentinel going to connect onto him, and ooh, VYY going in really deep there. Could have easily been taken down. Har comes in with the Stormbolt. and GPK will be able to stay alive with that. But nonetheless, they lose both altars. And it's going to be a 4-man team wipe for the blue side as they do start heading towards the boss. Again, this is not looking too good for Team Sabun Gaming. It looks like a one-sided storm. We do have a replay available. So let's take a look at what happens just as they get this boss. As you can see here, Stearns going head-to-head with him, and look at the damage that just comes out from the blue side. They are able to take down the Thrall. And they look like they have a glimpse of hope at the moment. Divine Shield thrown down onto the Sylvanas as he tries to back off, but ETC just gets bursted down so quickly there. Exist just stuck in the middle of all those heroes. FZ trying to get away. Unfortunately, will not be able to. MNGPK dropping really low as well as VYY dives really deep there. Back into real time though. Troll in some trouble himself here as he gets caught. Jumpy Lion playing it a bit too aggressively here. But the rest of the blue side, they still want more. They still want blood. They're coming in just with the Li Ming and the Tyrande. They won't be able to back off though. The cocoon is used on one whose sub-fate is sealed here. Har. He's going to be able to dwarf toss away to safety for now. Living Bomb going to be thrown up on him. Face Melt going to be used as well. Tyrande going to use out the Shadow Stock. Avatar going to be popped to keep himself alive. They are focusing down this Muradin. They want his blood. Not too sure if that's the best of ideas. MMGPK turning around, setting off onto Stronger, but gets taken down in the back by Hiskoa. Deadly Fat Man now. Anubara going to fall too. Keota's already falling. What a bad clash for them there as the blue side continue on pushing in. They're playing this so confidently. And the red side, they're just taking fights that they cannot win. Next 3 altars are going to spawn. It does look like they almost have given up already. With just 6 left, I think this is basically GG, guys. Jumpy Lion hitting his way towards the top. Tyrande at the bottom. I think he's going to be able to get that no problem, along with the VYY's help. Doesn't even look like they want to even contest this. Exist is going to try and stop this one out, of course. His Goa is going to be there to stop him, though. Here comes the stun, and Greymane is going to be able to kill him. The channels at the top one is done. The bottom one, VYY, will get it off, and it is going to be GG, guys. There we go. Renovatio will take a really dominating performance, a 13-minute game. GG just like that. Sabun Gaming had no chance in that. GGs are called out. I think Sabun Gaming is just a little bit salty right now. As you can see, no GGs called by their team. Not too sure what's going on there, but I think they're just having a really tough game. But Renovatio proving again, just really such a strong team. So we're going to go for a short break as we prepare for the next game. I don't really think there's much to say about that. It was a really one-sided stomp there by Renovatio, and Sabun Gaming just couldn't deal with it. So we're going to go for a really short break. We're going to try and make sure that this time around it's a really short break. We don't want to give these teams any leeway to go for a long break anymore. So guys, do stay tuned because this time we really will be right back. Okay, guys? Drinking up there. Exist gonna fall as he tries to go for VYY. He's gonna be able to tap on the Moonwell and he's gonna be fine. FZ power slide not going to connect onto anyone, and down goes the Tychus as well. Now FZ and Deadly Fat Man will have to back off. The blue side doing a really good job in